Hey everybody, and welcome to the What's Happening in the Chaska Middle School West Band Department for March 23rd, 2018. Eric Songer here with you for our weekly podcast, where we take a look at what happened in the week that just occurred, and then take a look at what's coming up here in the exciting life of Chaska Middle School West. So many cool things happening, and this week was, well, first of all, welcome to spring break. What a great time. The first day of spring break. So relaxing, so peaceful, just the pace of life slowing down, which is so nice. So I hope you're all enjoying that and getting an opportunity just to get some stuff done that you haven't done in the days behind us, and getting some rest, and getting some time to do some things that you enjoy doing. So just start with that. So this past week was very fun. We kicked off the week last Saturday with the Duluth Head of the Lakes Jazz Festival, which our 7th and 8th grade jazz bands went to, and we had a great time. I was very proud of the bands and their performances. We also got to see a great concert featuring Jeff Coffin, a great saxophone player, mainly best known for his work with the Dave Matthews Band the last several years. And we also got to hear a great University of Minnesota Duluth Jazz Band. So very proud of the kids. We had a great time, and it was a great jazz season. That was our final jazz event. So everything from the District Jazz Festival to the talent show to Evening with the Stars. What a fun year. So congratulations to all of our jazz ensemble students. So that was our highlight, I guess you would say, this past week. And now, just a few announcements as we look ahead to after spring break. And we have an actual regular week of school the week coming back, where we have an A-Day Friday, A-Day Monday, B-Day Tuesday, and then we have our block days on Wednesday and Thursday that first week back, followed by an A-Day Friday. So kind of a normal week, so to speak. Band lessons will be fairly normal, where we'll have the 6th grade band lessons on Monday and Tuesday, as well as that oboe bassoon lesson on Tuesday. And then we will have the 7th and 8th grade lessons, traditional lessons Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with the options. Also wind times. We'll have all the wind ensembles meeting during wind time this week during their typical times. And that includes all 4 of the Thursday wind groups during wind 2. So back to the old-fashioned way of doing that, where you'll have 10 minutes with each group. And that's because on our Win 3, we have a big advisory pizza party that our advisory won through Pennies for Patients. And then we'll also have the tuba French horn lesson, the 4 mallet lesson. So we'll have all those things going on Wednesday and Thursday, first year lesson. And then finally all the bonus lessons on Friday. And you can check out the new April band lesson calendar on Google Classroom. It's also on the school website. If you go to district112.org and go to Chaska Middle School West, you can find it there. There's also hard copies of the lesson schedule in the band room. So check all that out. So also in this coming up here, another big announcement is that 8th graders, if you are interested in auditioning for the top bands at Chanhassen and Chaska High School for your freshman year, you should be contacting me to get information for that. I have the information for Chanhassen High School. The Chaska High School material should be coming soon. And both Mr. Swanson and Mr. Beckler will be coming to Chaska Middle School West later in April or early May to come do those auditions in person, hopefully during our band hour, but I'll let you know more about that when those times come closer. So let me know if you want music to audition for those groups, and then also let me know if you would like me to help you with that material. So looking ahead to our after-school schedule, the first week after break, the week of April 2nd, we'll have the Mariachi Band on Monday after school, 6th grade jazz band Tuesday after school, and then Thursday morning, we'll have the rhythm section before school, 7th and 8th grade honor band, which, by the way, started this past week and was awesome. So proud of you students doing that. And that will meet Thursday after school at East. And then 2 brand spanking new classes, not like just new this year, like new ever. First time we've ever offered them, coming up the week of April 2nd. So excited for both of these. We have our first ever 6th grade honor band starting up on Thursday, April 5th after school at Chaska Middle School West. And I will be directing that along with my good friend, Mr. Prescott from Pioneer Ridge. And we will be doing that from 3:45 to 4:45 every Thursday afternoon at West in April and May. And we'll conclude with a concert on Monday, June 4th over at Chanhassen High School in their auditorium. So super stoked about that. If you made the honor band and didn't register yet, if you could please register at www.ce4all.org, and we'll get that taken care of. And then the very next day, Friday, April 6th, super pumped about this group called Middle Ground Pop Ensemble. And middle ground is going to be designed like our garage band program, where we have a live band and we're taking students who have experience on instruments like guitar, piano, drum set, bass, and singers. And we can talk about other instruments as well, like horns or strings. And then we are also going to implement into that the technology that goes into making this music. So things like GarageBand, Logic, Ableton, and voice transformers and loops and all this other cool stuff. So we need students who are interested in that area, doing loops and making the technology side of things work for this group. So that's who we're looking for. And then it's looking like right now we're actually going to have 2 different groups that meet at the same time. And this will be on Fridays after school in April and May, starting April 6th. And it'll be from 3:45 to 5 p.m. at Chaska Middle School West. And again, this will be with me as well as Mr. Prescott. And we're talking right now to the people already registered which songs they would like to do. And we're taking that into consideration as we make the choices on what songs we're going to have the groups perform. And then we are also looking at a performance venue for those groups to do their thing once we learn those songs at the end of the spring. So very exciting opportunity. All the music's going to be music from like the last 2 years of popular music. So ranging from pop to hip hop to dance to R&B, the stuff you're hearing on the radio right now. So very excited to do this. So that's starting up, and you can register for that at the same place as Honor Band, www.ce4all.org. So super excited about that stuff. There is just a ton of, before I get to the upcoming events in April, and I'm just like adding them up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things in April. It's going to be a crazy busy month, but also extremely fun when I start going through these things that we're doing. But anyway, before I go through that, just the Morning Star and Lunch Star schedule. Our Morning Star is a program where students perform before school, and if you're interested in getting involved in that rotation, let me know. This week, we have DJ Jack making his debut on Monday morning. We also will have nobody on Tuesday morning, but DJ Casey on Wednesday, DJ Carly on Thursday, and then Ellie and Kendall, 2 of our great 8th grade vocalists, singing for you on Friday. And then our lunch stars, we'll have DJ Nora during 6th grade lunch on Monday, DJ Gordy during 6th grade lunch on Tuesday, DJ Casey during 6th grade lunch on Wednesday, as well as DJ Amy, 8th grade lunch Wednesday, and DJ Caleb during 7th grade lunch on Wednesday. And then DJ Kenna during 8th grade lunch on Thursday, with DJ Carly on 6th grade lunch Thursday. And finally, DJ Jason during Friday, 6th grade lunch. So a lot of DJs coming at you this week, as well as a couple of great singers. All right, upcoming events. So I got 11 for you. I'll go through them fairly quickly for the most part. On Tuesday, April 3rd, third time's a charm, Ian Allison, hopefully coming in to speak to our bands during first through third hour. He'll be here for the B-Day bands, A-Day band members. If you want to come, absolutely see if you can come. I'm going to try to video film one of the presentations so you can see him even if you can't make it. But Ian is a professional touring bassist and wonderful guy. So he's going to talk about the music business, being a professional musician, becoming a great musician on whatever instrument you're playing. He's going to play for us, so it should be a really good 48 minutes at all 3 sessions on Tuesday. And then I already talked about the next 2, Honor Band and Pop Ensemble, both starting up. So that's now we're up to 3 of the 11. The next one is a 6th grade jazz band concert. Their final concert will be on Thursday, April 12th, over at Chaska Middle School East. I can't remember the time of that concert. I got to check with Mr. Potter and Mrs. Ford, but I'll make sure I get that to you on the next podcast. So, but I know the date. It's Thursday, April 12th, over at Chaska Middle School East in their, I think it's in their commons area. And then the 5th thing, solo and ensemble. Now I need to spend just a little more time on this. This is on Saturday, April 14th, and this is also at Chaska Middle School East. It starts at 9 in the morning, goes till 3 in the afternoon. Any of our band members can participate in this. It's an optional activity where they can be in a solo or a small ensemble. Small ensemble consisting of, I'm thinking like duets, trios, quartets, but could be as big as like 10 or 11 kids in a group. And these students that want to do it, first of all, need to pick a song. And many students have already picked a song. If you haven't picked a song, or you want to do it and haven't told me, you should really let me know over spring break. And like the sooner the better, so I can work on getting you on the schedule. And if you need music for me, you need me to arrange music, I can get on that over break. I'll have a lot more time to do that this week than I will the next week. And then also let me know time of day that you would like to go. Um, and what Solo Ensemble is you play in front of a judge or an adjudicator, I guess we call them, and you get an 8-minute slot that you sign up for, so you can be as early as 9 a.m., as late as 3 p.m., and you get to perform it, and family members and friends can come listen to you. And then the adjudicator gives you some comments verbally, and then also will give you some written comments, including a score. And the score is out of 40 points. If you get higher than 28, you get a certificate for your performance. And if you get 35 or higher, you also get a medal for your performance. So it is fun to try to get those high scores, as well as getting some very valuable feedback on your playing. So, and this is for band instruments and string instruments, being like orchestral string instruments, and also choral. So it is not a competition for piano or guitar, but it's for band, orchestra, and choir. So I have posted a preliminary schedule on Google Classroom, so you can go check that out. And please let me know if you need your time to be changed. At this point in the game, it's very easy to change your time. It's very easy to add and take away any entries. It's easy to make changes as far as music and people in your group. So as we get closer and closer to April 14th, it becomes harder and harder to make those changes. But right now and for this next week, and even that first week back from break, it's pretty easy to make some changes. So just let me know if you need me to make any changes to that schedule. All right, so that's Solo Ensemble. So we've done 5 things. Next thing, this is a great one. I have not done an overnight trip with a group from the middle school for quite some time, but we're going to do one this year. It's with our rhythm section, and it's going to be on Friday and Saturday, April 20th, 21st. And we're going to the world-renowned UW Eau Claire Jazz Festival, one of the biggest jazz festivals in the country, and definitely the biggest in this area of the country. Over 100 bands attend this festival every spring. And we are taking the rhythm section, which is our jazz combo group that meets on Thursday mornings. And we are going to leave Friday afternoon and get there hopefully in time for this New Orleans style parade that occurs in downtown Eau Claire. And everyone, any band who's coming to the festival can march in this parade, much like they do in New Orleans. And it's really cool what they do to downtown Eau Claire for Jazz Festival weekend. They turn it into just like an old kind of vintage jazz setting where every restaurant and hotel lounge and bar changes themselves into a jazz venue. And there are jazz groups playing in all these different venues, including out on the streets. And so it's like being back in the 1930s again. It's amazing. So we're going to be part of that parade. And then after that parade, there's a really, really cool concert that occurs downtown. We'll catch some dinner in there too. There's a cool concert that's going to feature the UW Eau Claire Jazz Band and the jazz great Bob Mincer. And if you haven't heard of Bob Mincer, you should look him up. One of my favorite jazz artists growing up in the 80s and 90s, and continues to play and be an amazing musician. So we'll get to hear him and the Eau Claire Jazz Ensemble. After that, we'll catch some Z's and then get up the next morning, catch some breakfast, do a little swimming in the hotel, and then head over to the UW Eau Claire campus, where we will get a chance to perform and get a clinic and attend some master classes, hear some other bands perform, hang out on campus, catch some lunch on campus, and just spend basically the whole late morning and afternoon right there at UW Eau Claire, soaking in the great jazz scene. And then finally, we'll catch some dinner at Oakwood Mall in Eau Claire, and then head on home and get back home around 9 o'clock on Saturday night. So really excited for this festival. Rhythm section members, I should have a permission slip for you by our next rehearsal, which is April 5th. And I think the cost is going to be right around $80. I should have that all squared away here over spring break, and definitely by the time you get that permission slip. So, all right. So there's event number 6. I gotta keep rolling here. I try to keep these podcasts to 15 minutes. Sorry, I'm not going to do it this time. The next few should go a little bit faster. State Honor Band is on the 22nd of April, and will be at, I always forget the name of the school. I got to look it up here really quick. It's like 2 hours from here. So April 22nd. Did I not put it on my calendar? All right. Well, Sydney Kermeyer will have to tell you. 8th grade flute player Sydney Kermeyer is in the State Honor Band. Huge shout out to her for making that band this year. And so she will be doing that on Sunday, April 22nd, 2 p.m. It's like Casson Materville or something like that. I'm feeling really bad because I probably screwed up the name of the towns, but anyway, that's where it is, something like that. I'm going to keep moving. Our band bowling trip and optional trip on Tuesday, April 24th, after school, 3:30 to 5:30. Bus will take us to Louisville Lanes and Shakopee and bring us back to West by 5:30. Have a ride waiting for you if you want to go. I need to know if you want to go on that trip by the I think April 6th I'd like to know by, so I can get the right number of buses and have the right number of lanes for us to bowl on at the bowling alley. And it's $10, and that covers the bus and the bowling and soft drinks. No food, but if kids want to buy food, they can bring additional money for food. The 7th grade band will be going on a field trip on Friday, April 27th to Minnesota Music Educators Association Band Festival for middle schools, and that will be at Southview Middle School in Edina, and we'll be taking most of the day off of school that day to go over there, perform, get a clinic, listen to other middle school bands from around the Twin Cities, and then catch some lunch over to Eden Prairie Mall before heading back home. So it should be a very fun day. Permission slips for that will be coming soon. There's no cost for that. That was included in our band fee at the beginning of the year. Two more. The second year band festival, I have some 6th graders that have been nominated for that, and that will be actually right here in our district this year at Chanhassen High School on Saturday, April 28th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we should know probably by April 10th or so who's been chosen for that band, and I'll let you know. So exciting stuff there as well. And lastly, on Friday, April 27th is the Gene Lindquist Benefit Concert. This is a concert that the music teachers in our district do every 2 years where we perform for the community. And we do a variety of different ensembles. We'll do a choir, we'll play in a little jazz group, we'll probably have a brass ensemble, probably a rock band, and all sorts of interesting combinations of instruments ranging from very beautiful, legitimate, classical, romantic, Baroque styles to jazz to sometimes we do Broadway, sometimes we do motion picture music, sometimes we do rock and pop and hip hop. So you just really never know what we're going to do. You have to come and find out. But it's really cool because the tickets, the money that we raise goes towards scholarships for high school seniors at Chaska and Chanhassen High School who are in our music programs and plan to continue performing into college. And it's all done in the name of Gene Lindquist, who is a music teacher that taught in our district back in the 1990s and passed away way too early due to complications from leukemia. And so we do this concert every 2 years in memory of her. And so in celebration of her life and her career teaching here in District 112. So that is on Friday, April 27th at Chanhassen High School, and I think it's at 7. It may be at 7:30. I don't even know if we decided on a time yet, but just mark that, just block that all out and come to it. You will not be upset that you took a night out to come see all of us music teachers do our thing, performing and not teaching. And we all love to perform. I probably love it a little too much. So, all right, podcast is almost up on 20 minutes. I'm going to end it before we get to 20. So, again, I always end podcasts by letting you know how to get a hold of me. You can follow me on Twitter at CMSW Band or at Songer Studio. You can get text alerts by sending the message at symbol 17 band 6 or at 17 band 7 or at 17 band 8 to the number 81010. On Google Classroom, I post a lot of important stuff that you can check out. My email is songere@district112.org, and I have a YouTube channel right here, Mr. Songer's channel, where you can check out not only these weekly podcasts, but all the band lessons from all throughout the year in case you're missing some band lessons. So there you go. Hey, if I haven't said it before, and I did, but I'll say it again, happy spring break. And thank you for checking in on these videos. Sorry I didn't have any students with me today, but a lot of them are in Hawaii and Florida, or probably still sleeping, right now it's 10:30, so I don't know. If they're like me, they're sleeping in like every day because that's what you do on spring break. You kick back, you relax, you have fun. So I don't know if I'm going to do another podcast next week. Probably not, because it's going to be all the same info. So it's going to be 2 weeks from now. I'll talk to you again, and we'll check in on how things are going. So thanks for tuning in, and have a wonderful day.